So one of the other projects that I want to get started on is one that we got about a year ago, and obviously the race season started. We had a lot of things going on. We're traveling a bunch. Now that we have a little bit of time in the off season, I wanted to go ahead and get that project back on track because we got some really cool parts coming in the mail, and I got a pretty cool idea on how I want the car to look, kind of give it that like stage 1 build. So there's a few things I still want to do that I'm a little unsure of in regards to what I want to do for the engine, because it is not a race car. It is not even going to be a competition car. It's going to be the blue Datsun. So this car, if you remember, I picked up about a year ago. They hit me up with a very random text a few days ago, and what they said was, hey, we found some old Datsuns, would you want to buy one? A few things I want to do to it right out of the gate. First, I'm going to rip these freaking bumpers off. The 75 280Z bumpers are when they went to they're bulky, they're ugly. You know, no offense, Nissan and Datsun, but we all agree that these are the worst ones. So I'm gonna pull these off. I have this tubular slimline bumper that I built for this car a long time ago before we did the full Genos conversion. So I actually have that in the front room still. So I'm gonna use that, repurpose that guy, put him on here, clean that up and just blow the rear one off and see about making some plates. Keep the little bracket, use the Techno Toy tow hook, little mount bracket that bolts in the factory tow hook location. So that'd be cool because I wasn't able to utilize that on this car because the rear bumper was already shaved off when I bought the car. All the mounting holes and everything. So, but yeah, first thing up for this car, dust it off, get it into position right over here and take these bumpers off and see what that looks like. And I gotta find some tires for this thing. I mean, ideally I get some wheels for it. The ones that I will want to get will take a little bit to get custom made. And this thing just keeps leaking air out and we're just chasing that dead tire. The rotiform's on Gold Leader and I love the new look. It's just so much cooler than the wheels that I had on there previously, in my opinion. It just feels a little more period correct. The 17s do give it an aggressive look. I do want to play with the spacing a little bit. I feel like I can come out a little bit more before it starts to rub. I might get in there and start trimming some of the fender wells back a little bit because I do have some room on these fender wells over here because it starts to rub right in there. And I kept it like that for the strength, but I do want to get this wheel kind of a little more flush. So it's obviously such a large wheel and tire package. I feel like if I rock it forward a little bit and trim that area, I get plenty of clearance to be able to bring this out a little bit more because it's right on the verge of rubbing at the right angle of the steering and a little bump in the road, or driveway I should say. It's gonna be fun to start playing with this guy. Been sitting for 30 years, bone stock, top to bottom, and we're gonna start making it our own. All right, we got the car fully in position now. I had to do a little shuffling, but we got her set up over here. Plenty of room to work around it. And like you might have seen in the other video, it is in really great shape. So it doesn't appear to have much body work, if any. It's got like a little door ding or two here. Easy stuff to fix. So the big thing that we'll be doing is, like I said, getting these bumpers off. Right now, it's fuel injected. The 75 280Zs were the first fuel injected Zs. And so I personally always wanted to have a carbureted one, even though this one did not come carbureted. It is a pretty common thing that people do with them. So we will get this thing stripped out and yeah, got a bit of work ahead of us. We're gonna leave the motor in for right now. I keep going back and forth on when I wanna pull this out, but we're going to just get it clean, get the bumpers off. Did we get these at the paint store?
Yeah. Isn't that the best?
Yeah. It's a good hand, dude.
Yeah.
A good hand. Yeah. Strong hand.
So efficient.
That's awesome.
Maximum efficiency here. That's the perfect spot for it. Yeah. I know. I already just broke the antenna.
Did you?
Yeah, I like played with it for half a second and I broke this thing. There we go. All right, I fixed it. I fixed it. Brand new wiper blades. Yeah. 8 years ago, Liz did a project on some surfboards for a little surfer you might know named Kelly Slater. He was inspired by the documentary Blackfish and wanted to do a project that was symbolic for it. Liz was brought in as the assistant to the artist. She lined out all the boards for him as well as created 2 unique boards representing 2 different females. We headed over to the Ruka headquarters to check them out. What do you think?
It's cool to see, especially when I never thought I'd see these again. So all the boards are done out of someone who was no longer with us, but was a major influence in surfing.
So with the blue Datsun, I had an idea for her to use that similar style to create a unique look for the 280Z.
It's actually pretty easy to work with. It's interesting though how the way the paint sits, like here, the way it's sitting compared to here, and it's probably because the clear coat is pulled up. But I mean, I think that's why it's not going to look as smooth, because you're definitely dealing with smooth paint.
I think the whole implied idea of this paint is that it's not perfect. You're basically adding distress to the paint.
Yeah, I know, huh? We're giving it character. It's character.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to say next time you're mad at me. It's just my character.
No, we're building character.
I'm not wrong or broken or distressed. It's just my character.
It's a good thing my nails are done. Whew. Yeah, no, this is nice.
How's it going there, girl?
It's good.
Yeah? You liking it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, it's alright. Yeah, it's totally awesome. I did it. It's all me. I'm an artist.
Learning.
You mean you never painted on a car before?
Painted canvas. I painted surfboards.
Yeah.
Painted wood. High school, when I was on the dance team, I used to make our sets.
And so this is not finished, of course. Just kind of getting the base going around, getting all those body lines and kind of adding some extra little flares to it. I love these little swipes here. These are super cool. It's kind of like that look I was hoping for. That very just distressed overall look of the paint, because it already is pretty distressed. So with that, there's gonna be like a little more color being added to it to kind of bring, like I really like this gas door is pretty much exactly like the look, you know, we're kind of going for. And so she's got a couple different lighter colors to kind of add in up here to give it that overall 3-dimensional look instead of just the black one. But yeah, what I was gonna say was, just swing your butt right in my face. I'm trying to talk to you. It's all good, I get it. You're just having fun, your little scooty.
I know, it's actually a lot of fun.
Alright, so we got the rear bumper off of this thing, and these bumper shocks, just found out that they are a huge pain to take out. You gotta get a couple bolts out from underneath. You gotta pull the carpet and stuff up and get some plastic out and get the couple bolts out from behind there. And so I went to go pull the carpet up. These 2 screws came out, that one screw came out, and that one decided to strip. So it's annoying, but that's part of it. Old car stuff. So that's what happens when you're trying to do things in a hurry. It's a real pain to get anything done because it's like getting pulled away for phone calls, things like that. So you never really get in the groove and get working. So it gets a little bit of a pain when you're just trying to get something done real quick in between, and then you make a little mistake like that. So I just really wanted to get this rear bumper off for her so she can kind of get that styling into the rear end. So I gotta get these bumper shocks off. That's what's going on the Datsun. All right, old Big T got this bolt out there for me. So while I was gone, he ground a little flat into it and just twisted it out with a flathead. So it's probably a smart way to do it. Our next going to pull this carpet out because this is, yeah, I'd say dated at best. And pull that out so I can get these guys off. That one, you gotta pull the whole tank out, like I said. So I just put a little cover on that one. And then this one I wanna get off. I'm probably gonna just slice that exhaust so nobody catches themselves, but old Super Tech gotten the bumper cover for us, so we're set there. And Lizardo, Big L, ripping it.
Making things happen.
Making things happen. So how's this side going?
It's good, actually. I feel pretty good about it so far.
Feel like you're better than the other side?
I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do feel like just more confident than from the other day. I was a little nervous the first day.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Well, it was your first time.
Yeah.
I think you slept on it and got to see a little bit of finished product.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming together.
It's coming along.
It's looking great. Like you said, you were kind of anxious to get back here.
I was. Because it's, you know, think about it. Obviously, you want it to look nice. Just because it's something new. Yeah, all in a good way. All because I just want to get back here and make fun things with pens.
I'm just a friend. I got it. Back in the friend zone.
What? I said make fun things with pens.
Oh.
What?
I thought you said with friends.
Oh, what?
I thought you said make fun things with
You're a little
friends.
sensitive there, bud.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a sensitive bear.
Sensitive bear.
Thought I got knocked back to the friend zone for a second.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. Christ. Make fun things with friends.
No, with pens. Posca pens.
Pasta pens. Pasta sounds good tonight.
No.
You're like, it's me. I know pasta. Carby Barbie.
Yep. No carby Barbies here. Well, maybe sometimes.
Just
Actually,
arty
that's
Barbies.
not true.
Huh?
I do get carby.
We're almost on the same page.
Not really.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh no, not the trunk.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. Continue to forget how easy she is to scare.
Yeah.
Just took about 6 months off your life.
Don't do that to me.
I see you starting to add some of the stripey doos.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a small break on back.
Yeah. Now we're getting stage 2.
Because it's like you don't want it the same on both sides, right?
No, well that's what I was saying. Like I know what you mean by having the bold lines the same on both sides, but that's what I meant. Like for all these little guys, I'd imagine you don't want them
Yeah.
to be symmetrical, of course. So yeah, it's looking great.
All right, Mr. Forsberg, what do you think?
I think you look great.
Thanks. No, what do you think?
Oh, the car looks great too. Yeah, it is freaking awesome. So round 2 of the Datsun little distress paint job, right? It's looking good.
Round 2?
Yeah, I think one more round, like we're saying, let Liz sleep on it a little bit. I think we might want to add some more coming off of the backside of the wheel wells. And then I'm gonna get a front splitter of some sort. We're gonna put the front bumper on and get a little front lower valance for it. And then she can kind of play on that. So, and a front grille too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go online and kind of pick out what I want to get. There's that very typical BRE style front splitter. That's what Gold Leader had before. So I might just do that one. It's very clean, very classic, but I'm gonna see if there's any other new ones that came out. Like I know Skillard, boy Skillard Automotive, he makes some really cool finishing pieces for these. So I don't know, I think he's got a grill, but I don't know if he has a front lower valance. So I'll see what he's got and we'll come up with some options. I need to measure out for the wheels from Rotiform. on the fence about what wheels to get for it, so let me know what you think. Like I said, the 17 by 9s on this one, and I love the style, the 2-piece. It's funny because I want to do like almost the same ones on this, but 16-inch. Do like a 16 by 8 on this one, like the 17.9 on Gold Leader. But I want the wheels to match exactly, so maybe I'll do a multi-piece with the exposed hardware, and have this one be the kind of cleaner finish look, and this one being like the more rugged, tough look. So if there's like another style that you like, let me know, because there's so many different setups that you can do, especially on these classic cars. I don't want to have the modern wheel look though. I do want to have that classic style wheel. We'll get that going, and then next up is we're gonna be doing some tear down, cleaning up of this car with Ice Blast Works, and then getting some of that exposed areas where like undercoating and things come off. We're gonna get that covered up with some steel to protect the paint, and get like kind of like a nice fresh black coating in the wheel wells, underneath the body, and in the engine bay as well once we pull that motor out. So I'd say this is a killer start. Thank you very much, Liz.
You're welcome.
Looking fantastic. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So we'll be back.